All right. I think I'm actually on time today. That is correct. Yes, look at that. We are live. We are not incredibly late, which is a first for me. But all right. Welcome back to City Skylines 2. We are in our Japanese city that has yet to be named. And we're just going to go ahead and get started here. I know that this is a last minute stream. I know there's probably not a lot of people on at the moment, but that's okay because we're just gonna have fun. I just realized I got some free time tonight. I figured why not just jump in and do a little bit of a City Skylines 2 live stream to end the evening. Got myself a nice little glass of whiskey here. Got some calming music on. Let me know about the volume, by the way, if you are listening. Let me know if it's too loud, too quiet. Always want to make sure that my audio is decent. But yeah, the objective today is going to be to make a profit. So if you are aware, the game just got a major update last week. And a lot of things changed in the economy. I think like taxable income was adjusted pretty significantly. So we're going to kind of work around that and, see what's happening here. But yeah, the goal today is just going to be to make some money. So let's go ahead and get started by just pressing play. And you can see we're just losing a little bit. I actually did go ahead and lower the budget pretty significantly for healthcare and death care. I actually dropped it as low as it could go, which is probably not the best idea, but it's fine. It's gonna work for us for now. And we have like 428 people. I mean, how many people do we really need to take care of health-wise at the moment? Probably not a lot. So the focus for this, we're gonna expand out some of this industry here. We also, I remember in the last stream we had some problems bringing these commercial buildings into the build. They weren't zoning properly. So now I think we have. They popped in as soon as I popped up in the game a little bit earlier to make sure that we were able to actually, open the save, and we were, and everything is working very, very well, very nicely right now. So we're gonna roll with it while we can. But yeah, let's go ahead and start by we're gonna fill out. Actually, I think I'd save this area for something. Maybe we're gonna put a nah. We're gonna fill this out with something just probably some additional commercial zones because. Why not? So let's go ahead and actually just do something like this. We'll do some 3x. Yeah, we'll do some stuff like that. And I know it's not going to fill out the whole block, but it's fine. We're gonna deal with it. And then here, I think we'll just zone out some low density Japanese housing if I can find it. I know it's in here somewhere. There it is. I don't know why I wasn't seeing that. But yeah, we'll zone this out. We'll kind of do some stuff maybe like this. Oh yeah, we do 3x3s. We're looking nice there. That'll be perfect. All right. Liking that. And then I know I have this weird like divided road here. I'm actually going to get rid of this for starting there. Yeah, oh man, what's that connected to now? Oh, that's our sewer pipe. Oh no. It happens. Happens to the best of us. There we go. Much better. Excellent. Okay, so now let's go ahead and just do a little bit of a industry zoning here because industry is going to make us quite a bit of cash. I really do want to break even today. I want to break even and I want to make some money because that's really going to be key for this build is going to be being able to make a little bit of cash. So let's go ahead and we'll just fill that in. Do a couple of little buildings here. Something like that. And then I think we'll actually zone this little area out as well and just kind of leave it as a placeholder for now. I know I can see that the demand has since gone away, but actually, you know what? Let's drag out another little road here. We'll do something like, you know what? Never mind that. We'll make a tree line. Back this up to a tree line. We'll just do something like that for now and leave it. All right. And now let's go ahead and I kind of want to cross the river. What do we think here? I think that's a good idea. I think we should do that. I want to build out like this whole area here. That's kind of my goal today, is to get this all zoned out with some residential. So we are going to need to build a bridge, which is going to be kind of expensive, but I'm okay with that. So let's start by just doing something like this. No, we're not going to do that. We're not going to do that. We're going to be smart about this. Something like that. Then we'll do something like the 5% grade there. Okay, that should be plenty. Something like this for now. Then I do want to turn on my topography lines, because you can see we have a cool kind of landscape to work with. So there's actually a hill that goes along the coast here. So I think we can kind of run a road down here and kind of have a cool little elevated, you know, section there where people can live. And then we'll dip down into this valley here. So I want to match, kind of try to match my grade. We got a 5.5% there. Yeah, so I like that. I like that. And we are going to respect topography here. I think that is very, very important. And in true Japanese style, you know, we're just going to kind of do some stuff that's a little bit different. You know, it's not going to be super gridded. I spent a little bit more time on Google Earth. And also, let me know in the chat if you can hear everything okay. I want to make sure that, you know, the mic and everything is coming through. Yeah, which it looks like it is, so that's good. Okay. At least judging by my streaming software. But anyway, back to the build. So we'll connect up these roads, kind of like. I know there's not a ton of roundabouts in Japanese cities, which, from what I can tell, if I'm wrong, please feel free to correct me. But it looks like it's not super common. I guess not as common as I thought it would be, to be honest with you. You know, because in the States we have like no roundabouts at all. So I would expect that, you know, overseas there would be a little bit more, but I guess that's not always the case. So here we'll do something like this. Oh, excellent. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. All right. Let's see. Man, I can't get this to wrap around here. What's going on? I hate that. That looks awful. Oh my goodness. Horrible. That is horrible. Fine. See, it's weird. I don't know why I'm getting like a road guideline right now when I definitely just turned it off, but oh, whatever. City Skylines, you never fail to amuse me. That's much better. Excellent. Okay, cool. So yeah, so like I said, residential is going to be our main focus today. And yeah, it's gonna be looking pretty good, I think. So I'm excited. Let's actually zone out. No, I'm gonna leave that area blank. I want to put like a school or something there. Like I said, we could do. Yeah, no, we're not gonna do anything there, I don't think. All right. Okay, let's. What is next? Let's start just dragging off some roads, I guess. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna drag out like another main road that's gonna kind of connect to this highway, and we'll have some kind of crazy blocks, you know, going off of this other main road here. So we'll do something like this. We'll have that loop in eventually once we get, you know, expand that tile and get out that way. But for now, we're just going to kind of chip away. It's a little bit, sometimes it's kind of a daunting task, you know, to zone out like big areas like this, because you don't, always know what to build. At least that's my experience, you know. It's you're like, oh man, I gotta fill up this whole big area, and it's like I don't know what to do. So we're gonna try to kind of chip away at this a little bit slowly but surely. So I think we'll start with just kind of making like a little road that's gonna go down, or I guess go up. You can see that this is actually elevated, so we're gonna go up along this road here and or along this hill here, and just kind of drag something, you know, around that way. And I think I might actually make it a road. I know I don't have a lot of those in this, but this one might actually be a good one to put here. And then that's not a super steep grade, so we're gonna actually just kind of roll with it. Yeah, we'll do something like kind of like this, and we'll have it come back down into our main road like so. I like the way that looks. And then here, again, we'll just do something kind of funky. Wrap this around like that. I'll bring that around there. You know, we'll probably put like a cool little park over here, something like that. We'll have some houses that kind of run up along the coast here. That's kind of the main point of this, is just to make some houses that back up to the river, or at least the road's gonna back up to the river. Maybe not so much the homes, given the placement of some of this, but we can have some here, you know, that do. So that's fine by me. And then the cool thing about this here is we could just have a little bit of kind of like, you know, a road that does something maybe like this. There's some really cool roads in Japan. There's some really cool ways that they deal with like the mountainous terrain that is just incredibly fascinating compared to, you know, like the States. So I'm always trying to look at inspiration, you know, for this build, and like that's one of the things that I took away from kind of going on Google Earth and stuff. It's just a way that like how mountainous the terrain is in Japan and how they actually deal with that is just really cool. So I'm gonna try my best to kind of do some of that here, but unfortunately we don't really have like the assets to be able to do that a ton, which is, you know, that's like a big thing, is just the buildings like are built kind of staggered on the mountains, which we can't do here. So we're gonna do our best. We're just gonna do our best. But yeah, in terms of zoning, we're just gonna start kind of plopping some of these down here. I don't really care too much about the consistency right now. I just want to get these areas kind of filled in, and of course we'll come back and, you know, like fill them up with trees and such. But yeah, I think I'm gonna leave like this area here for like a nice little park. So we'll zone. You know what? Let's actually do a little bit of. Oh, do I don't have medium density yet, do I? No, I don't. No, I do. Yeah, I do. Where is my medium density? There it is. Maybe we can put a couple apartments. I actually wanted to put some over here as well, in this, you know, in this little city here, like kind of right here would be some good spots for a couple of them. Maybe another one right there. I think that'll look good. Kind of along this main road. This will be a denser part of the town. And also apologies if you're gonna hear my heat cranking away in the background. It's super annoying. I'm sorry. My yeah, it is what it is. I live in an old building, and I've got this old radiator heat. It just sucks. Sometimes it's super loud, so apologies in advance for that. Yeah, we're just gonna keep on keeping on here, and we'll do a little bit like something like this, maybe something like that, kind of going along with the low density. And yeah, in some of the spots, you know, I do want to try a little more of a gridded setup, like kind of like, you know, a couple blocks here. I think it's totally fine to do a little bit more of a grid. But once you get out, you know, up into the hills, like you see the grids kind of really go away. So especially in Japanese cities, very, very few of the areas are actually, you know, like filled with grids. Unlike in the States, again, which is just, you know, freaking grid city everywhere, right? But here's a little bit different, which is kind of cool. So we don't have a high demand for any kind of employment. It looks like, yeah, we got, oh my gosh, unemployment rate. Oh, that's homeless percentage. I saw that and I was like, man, unemployment rate 0%. It's crazy. Actually, I think when we left the last episode though, the unemployment rate was actually 0, because of just, you know, the way that the game was before the update and everything. I thought it was really, really funny. So whatever. But yeah, so in that case, I think what we'll do here is just kind of zone out like some medium density. Yeah, something like that. And then we'll do some more medium density. How about like do a couple of 3x4s there, like that. We'll do another apartment there. And the one thing though that I kind of like struggle with this build is getting the zoning just isn't like in vanilla. The zoning is not close enough together to give the chaotic feeling that you get from like a Japanese city. It's very like, you know, there's room for green space and trees, which in a lot of this, you know, Google Earth like images that I look at, it doesn't really seem to be the case. It's like the buildings are usually really, really close together. And in this case, they're just like not. So, you know, I'm trying my best, but that's kind of the problem that you run into with not doing a grid. And that's a common City Skylines 2 theme, is what I've realized, is that when a lot of people are kind of you know, torn about the European assets and content creator packs, because like even the French content creator pack, for example, right? France, the newer developments are gridded, but the old ones are not. Like I studied abroad in Spain, and there were so like navigating the city center in Sevilla is impossible. It is actually impossible. I don't know, like there's no straight roads. Everything's curvy. Everything's, you know, just like wall-to-wall buildings. You know, it's ridiculous compared to like, you know, somewhere like New York, where it's like 1st Street, 2nd Street, 3rd Street, right? In Europe, especially the old cities, you just don't have that. And we can't, right now, in the vanilla game, you can't build anything like that because of the way that the zones work. Everything is very like, I mean, look at the space here. Like, you're telling me that I can't fit like a building there? It's just, and this is not, like, I know I sound like I'm complaining, but I'm not complaining. This is not a dig at City Skylines. I think that they do really well for what they can work with. But it would almost be really cool if, like, you know, in the future, and I'm talking maybe like another game, right? Where like just the way that zoning works, it's like buildings should be able to connect in a different way, especially like if they're wall to wall, you know, just kind of feeling it. And I know that's crazy, you know, like requiring like a bunch of different, you know, models and the way that the models interact with each other. But I'm thinking of something like kind of like Frostpunk, where all of the buildings, like at, you know, when you position buildings next to each other, they naturally connect to each other depending on like where they are. So I think that's a really cool feature, and I would like to see something like that in City Skylines in the future, especially for like our European players. You know, I feel like that's really kind of a disservice, you know, to not have that ability in this game. So all good. We'll manage here. But yeah, so let's just keep zoning this out here. And I think what we're going to do now is we're going to bring this. Oh, we're making a profit. We are making a profit now, which is exciting. That's good. How are we doing on electric and power, or electric and water? Still doing really, really good there. I have water down. It's like as low as it can go, and we're still definitely chilling. That's awesome. Okay, cool. So now let's go ahead and zone out a few more. Do some residential. We'll try to kind of go up into this hillside here. I'm really curious to like how this is gonna work. I'd like to see go like up in this valley. Oh, that's not really a bad grade either. We could work with this. Yeah, we could work with this. This is cool. It's gonna be cool. Yeah, we could do something, you know. And I mean, I don't want to go too much higher than that, because that there's really no buildable land here, to be honest. but it looks really cool. So I'm just going to deal with it. I'll take it. Yeah, we'll do something like this. I like that. I like that a lot. And then let's try to... So, you know, this is where I struggle. This is where I really struggle. Is trying to work with these hillsides, because again, this is just not something that we really see where I'm from in the Midwest. You know, there are no, I mean, you could see like probably the other end of the state sometimes, you know, with how freaking flat it is. So it is what it is. But that's why I like building stuff like this. It's a little bit different. Yeah, so we'll do something like this for now. Just straighten that out a little bit. And let's see, can we keep the grid going a little bit here? Yeah, why not? Why not? We'll kind of keep the grid going. Connect up there. We'll bring this 6% grade. Ah, it's nothing. Nothing in Japan there. Yeah, maybe do something like kind of like that. Like it. Ooh, I like these. This asset here. That's cool. That's a cool building. And you know what? One thing that I don't want street parking. Because it doesn't really exist in, from what I can tell. A lot of the Japanese cities just don't seem to have it. So we're gonna go for sidewalks instead, and that's gonna be cool. It's gonna be all right. So yeah, so now let's go ahead and keep zoning some, keep doing some medium density, I guess, along some of these roads here. I think I'll make this a little bit more of like a residential block. Do something like that. And then it seems like we do have a demand again for low density. So we're going to do some low density here. I think I'm going to try to have it like back into the hillside again. Maybe we can even try to have like... I was gonna say we can try to do something with farms, but I don't know if that's gonna work. It's gonna work here. And again, I know the city is probably not my best work, but I'm just more concerned about kind of getting something that's, you know, a little bit more functional, as opposed to, you know, looking real good, especially because of the way that, like, again, just the way that Japanese cities are built. Let's jump back over here, zone a little bit more industry, since we've got a little bit more of a demand for it now. Big factory there. We'll do some more probably here. Yeah, hopefully my heat shuts off soon, making some crazy noises right about now. Oh, I can't catch a break, man. There we go. There's that. Let's, we have no demand. We have no demand for anything. All right, let's bring down commercial taxes a bit. I want to keep residential where it's at. Demand will pick up shortly. I know that it will. I'll boost the healthcare and death care budget a little bit too, because I know that there's you know, you don't want to keep that too low because it really brings down your efficiency. But right now we have like no patients or anything, so that's fine by me. Yeah, you know, we're gonna zone a bit proactively here, I think. And you know what? I'm actually gonna dezone those. I don't want to zone those there. Instead, we're gonna go like. We're gonna zone like all this. Do something like that. Yeah, that's cool. Actually, you know what? Yeah, let's do that. Some of these 4 deep. Something different. Switching it up a bit. We'll do a little bit more medium density here. We'll do some more. I wonder how big some of these buildings are. Let's just try some stuff. Try something goofy like that. Just to see. And then in terms of this little road here, we're gonna bring this guy out a little bit. And I would like to, yeah, we'll bring this up into this hillside. Gonna wrap this around like that. Same thing with this. We'll connect that there. Do a little connection there. I like it. Guess we'll do that there, and then let's see what else we're gonna do here. Do quite a few connections on this to this main road here. I think we'll do something like this. Then we'll connect up like that. Again, like it's kind of a grid, but it's not. So I'm cool with it. All right, so we got a bookshop. I think that's from the Chinese pack. I haven't used a ton of these signature buildings yet, but definitely will be worth it to check them out. Yeah, in terms of the industry, you know, I kind of want to keep like some of these natural forests and stuff, or at least the hillsides. You know, I don't really want to cut into like this hillside over here too much. So we're gonna kind of work around this best we can. And I don't know, like for this part, you know, I was on some industry kind of like over here, just stuff like this. But I do want to keep the I don't want to go too much into here. So instead, I might give myself like a nice border here. We'll do something like this. We'll just cut it off right like that. Do something like that for now. I like it. Yeah, apologies again about my heat. It is just cranking away here. And yeah, I mean, let me know if you think otherwise, but another thing that I don't see a ton of in Japanese cities is tree-lined streets. Although I'm not gonna say, you know, like never. So why don't we do a nice side street here, just with like some small lindens here or something. We'll do a nice little street line or a tree-lined main road through this little town. This is gonna be like a little bit of a small city here. You know, this will be a little town center for us, and then like I said, we'll connect this highway up, or this main road to this highway here. And the other cool thing about this map is that we do have custom tiles. So if you jump in like here, for example, you know, we can buy like just that. And they're pretty cheap too, which is nice. And actually, I am curious as to how much it would cost. I want to delete. Oh, it's this whole thing, man. Oh my goodness. Oh, I might have to jump into grab Anarchy off camera and delete this, you know, this right here, this surface, because otherwise I can't actually delete these because they're out of bounds, and that's really annoying. And I really wish that I could delete that. That was a problem last episode that I had. So like, oh, you know what I could do? Oh no, I guess I can't do that. I can't do anything with this. Sucks. Oh well. Back to the build. So let's do a little bit more medium density zoning, I guess, since it seems like that's just what the people want. I was leaving some space for commercial, but it doesn't look like it's gonna be spawning anytime soon. So might as well just fill it, right? All right, what's next? Education? Oh, you know, we don't have garbage management either. Ugh. Oh no. That is not good. What can we do for garbage? Landfill? Man, I hate landfills. I think the Japanese recycling center is very expensive. Forget that. Okay, I guess landfill it is then. The problem is I kind of don't know where to put it. You know what? I hate to say it, but this is looking like a good spot right about here. And we can have a nice little, kind of a second industrial park leading up to the highway there. We have this beautiful flat land right here. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, we're gonna have to do it, guys. We're gonna have to do it. As much as I hate it, this is what we have to do. So, okay, let's do something like this here. And then we'll have this like come through the industrial park. Large village, nice. Okay, premium meat subtly seasoned and cooked to perfection. Riverside Grill, awesome. Probably not going to be using that right now in this build, but oh well. Yeah, and then we'll just kind of have this come up here. And so this is where, like, you know, I think I might put down a few like actual farms. It might be good to do that in this spot here. Just like, you know, serve as like a little buffer for any kind of residential and then the landfill. And I want to try to make them look like kind of Japanese, but I don't know how easily I'm going to be able to do that, given the way that these assets work. Okay, let's we're having a power issue, so let's go ahead and boost our electricity budget. Yeah, we're right on the edge there. Put like 80 for now. This is crucial. This is crucial stuff, guys. Budget management, very, very important. So, all right, so now we got that. So I think I'll put the landfill like right here, and then we'll put in an industrial park kind of over here. And for the landfill, it's a big building. I know it is. Yeah. Oh man, it's bigger than I thought. I don't care. Whatever. I guess it's. That kind of sucks. You know what? Fine. We need garbage management. We need it. Do something like this. We'll just kind of follow this. Lines here. Then we'll expand this kind of as we go, because we need this extra area here to be able to expand out into that area. Oh, that looks horrendous. I wish I could turn on my topography lines when I that's a little better. There we go. Okay, cool. We got that. We'll drag out this road that I don't really need anymore, to be honest with you. Yeah, this road's kind of pointless. We're gonna get rid of it. Plus, it just doesn't really go anywhere. Very, very strange road. So we connect like there. And I don't know why those people decided to move out. Weird. Whatever. Okay. Anyway. Fine by me. So, industrial park number 2. So this is another kind of area of Japanese cities that, again, is way more gridded than, you know, any other part is going to be like some kind of industrial park, from what I can tell. So we're just going to do something like that. And then we'll cut this in there, kind of make that nice area there. And I do envision this road kind of going through a little bit more. And we'll connect that up probably with the highway as well and make another highway exit there. Alright, forget it. We're going to rebuild that. Annoying. There we go. Perfect. By the way, if you guys are watching the stream now, thank you for tuning in on a Wednesday night. I know it's kind of uneventful, but like I said, I was just bored, had some free time, or I knew I was gonna have some free time tonight, so I said, you know, why not jump in for a little live stream? Thought it would be a perfect day. And if you're watching this after the fact, welcome to the channel. If you're new, if you're returning, thank you for coming back. Any views help, and I really appreciate it. Yeah, this building right here, this is exactly what I was talking about, like on the mountainsides. Yeah, they look like this, except there's like a mountain here, you know? And they're built like into the hillside. It looks really cool. So that's exactly the kind of Japanese building that I was kind of, you know, picturing in my mind when I was talking about stuff along the mountainsides and things like that. So that's really cool. It's cool that spawned in there like that. I like it. So let's do some nifty zoning work here, I think. Try to get like this going. Something like that. So then what we can do, I'm gonna remove this crosswalk. What we can do is put some another house here. Then we have a nice little spot for something else right there. So that's cool. I'm tempted to put some stuff like right here too. Yeah, it looks like we could do with some more residential zones there. And here, yeah, well, I guess we'll zone some more medium density, because why not? People want it, or they think they want it, I guess. But either way, give the people what they want. Same thing with here, since it's a little bit of a grid. Why not? Do it. Let's do it. All right. What is next? I think we should start thinking about, why am I spending money? Oh my goodness. Not electricity. Garbage. That's what it is. We don't need that much garbage. Although it does affect our processing capacity, but like whatever. We have like no people in the city. 1,200. Come on. We're chilling. We are chilling. But all right. So I think actually, you know what? Where's my wind going? Oh man, I messed up. I messed up big time. Dang. Well, you know. I'm leaving it for now. I don't care. I'm leaving it for now. I'll make these into farms. I'll make this into farms. It can't be that bad, right? It can't be that bad. Instead, we might have to have an industrial park here, which makes sense. It makes sense there because there's water. Duh. We can make a port or something, or a makeshift port or something. Yeah, let's do this. Let's do this. Oh man, sometimes my genius amazes me, even when I don't realize it. Okay. Let's do something like this. Just do a nice connection here. Again, industrial park. Grids are fine. We're gonna allow it. Something like this. Yes, this is perfect. This is perfect. So perfect. Okay, I don't like that. I'm gonna go one more. I like it when it, you know, lines up nicely with the road there. Okay. Cool. So now we got that. And I think we'll do a little bit of a kind of a nice like key wall or something here eventually. But right now that's not gonna be a thing. So we'll just connect this up here. And let's zone out some industry just very quickly, because it's fine there. We'll do like another. That's real big. We're not gonna do that. Let's do something like that. Nice little separation between that and the main road, which people are flooding in, as you can see. And again, I do not want street parking on this main road. No, thank you. Nor do I want it on this road. So we're gonna actually we're gonna build a parking lot here, because all these cars are just gonna like disappear. I don't have parking spaces yet. Oh my goodness. How can I not? Parking. Yeah, we need that. And yes, I know I have a power issue again. Oh goodness. Can't get your break. This is the fun of it. This is the fun. Building your city and just starting. It's just actively managing everything. And I know I really should put down a fire station. You know, actually, I'm going to save the game real quick. So let me do that. There we go. I know I have autosave on, but just to be safe, we're gonna do that. But yeah, let's put down a parking space since these people actually need some parking spaces. We'll do like a moderate one. If I can fit it, which I can't. This thing's freaking huge. This area is very small. But I could do it like, yeah, let's just put it here. It's okay. So now, around here, we'll still do some like commercial and stuff. At least now we have a place for, you know, these people to go and like work, which is good. All right, let's we're gonna zone the rest of this out with some medium density or low density here. Do something like this. People don't seem to be wanting to move in, which is okay. It's fine by me, man. It's fine by me. All right, more medium density demand. I don't want to zone it right now. We're gonna do some city services because we need them. Let's do a fire station. That is so important. If we don't, then the city's gonna burn down and everybody's gonna hate it. So, let's see. We got 120,000. So this one, yes, it is very Japanese. It looks Japanese. It is Japanese after all. This one is another good one. The community firehouse. And even the Chinese one would look good here, but that's going to be cheaper. Same price. Just yeah, they're all kind of the same. Let's do the Japanese one lower. No. Do the same one. Do the same Japanese one. You know, just for this, for the heck of it. So let's put this. Yeah, that's going to be my school spot. So we're gonna leave this one. Where are we gonna put it at? It does have a big footprint. I will say it does have a bigger footprint. But you know what? Let's put it by the. Oh, this is a good spot right here. Yeah, let's do that. Let me flatten this out a little bit though. Put it like right here. It'll be perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. We can have an extension. Okay, cool. Let's reduce some of the services, some of the budget, because we haven't paid our wages yet. So we could do that to like 70. We don't need like all 4 fire trucks right now. We could just do it 2 or 1, however many it is. 3, yeah, fine, perfect. All right, there's that. I'm gonna build another parking lot, actually. I got like the parking fever here. Do medium single row? Nope, too big. Small single row, yes. Do that there. Put another building here. Excellent. Yeah, people just want medium density. What the heck, man? It's crazy. It's goofy. But I get it. I understand. Medium density is good because that means, you know, we can make our city like pretty walkable. And speaking of walkable, do like another path through here so we can get this zoning a little bit more kind of the way we want it. Yeah, let's do something like this. It's goofy, but it's different. And I like it. All right, we'll do medium density, medium density. Do I dare? I kind of want to, but I don't want to. I don't know how much I want the medium density to like go, you know, into this hillside. We got to transition to low density at some point, right? Oh man, power again. Oh my goodness. It is interesting though, like once you start reaching, you know, like 1,000 people, just kind of how fast the city actually does grow. It is cool. So I like it. I'm saying that a lot. But it's true. Alright. Let's... Man, still more medium. People want this medium density, don't they? I mean, I guess like I could put some more here too, really. Probably should, shouldn't I? Yeah, like along like this main road and stuff. I just didn't know how much I wanted to zone along this, to be honest with you. I guess I could put a little bit. You know what? No, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that. I could put some... How big is my school? I do want to put a school though. What school should I use? Chinese, maybe? Not a bad one. I know the Japanese one has those weird props that I like. Yeah, so he's got this big, like, these big fence props, and it looks really weird. And it's just big. Like, that's a big space, man. I kind of don't like that. Or at least not for this town. It's so small. Yeah, I think we're gonna do, like... So cheap. It is so cheap. Why would I not? Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm gonna do it. We're gonna do this one. Right there. I know it's gonna tank our budget, but you know what? Hey, we gotta educate our people, right? So we'll do that. Of course, I'm gonna put a playground. But I don't have parks yet. Oh my gosh. Oh man. Can't catch a break, man. Can't catch a break. Okay. Let's do more medium density here, in here, in here, and there. Yeah, that's cool. That'll work. Nice. Do that. Low density demand is coming back. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Perfect. Perfect. Yeah, no, it saves some space for some parks. It's kind of whack. But it's fine. Make it work. Let's do a little bit more. Do a low density building there. I know we wanted this to be like some farms. Looking good. Looking good. Alright. Now that we have low density demand back, let's zone out some homes over here. This is what I wanted to do. So we're gonna do like, we'll kind of keep the grid going a little bit, like at least along this this road here. I think it just makes sense to do that, and then we'll break it up kind of as we go up the hill. So 7% grade, yeah, that's not bad. We can work with that. Oh, come on. This. I hate it when your zones just like break for no reason. Like, what are you doing? Anyway. Oh, that's a weird road connection there. See, I think we'll just kind of zone like around this hill, because, you know, why the heck not? And of course, now when I want to zone low density, now the demand is going to go away, because that is just how City Skylines loves to act. You know what? We're gonna do a little bit of a like terrain work here. Yeah, that'll pay off. It looks good, you know, when you zone stuff into the hillside, when you actually take the time to kind of prep it a little bit. It actually makes a difference. And yes, I'll deal with the power issue. Don't worry. I'll deal with it. As we are hemorrhaging money again. It's not too bad. Oh, you know what we could do? We could lower our education budget. But we'll say. That's a little high. We don't need that much. I just kind of, when I think of the budget, I always think about like the SimCity 4 days, you know, when when we got like, when it just reduced like the capacity in your schools and everything, and it didn't really do with have to deal with like, I mean, I guess it did deal with efficiency, but like at the end of the day, it was more about like just capacity. So, I don't know. Anyway, we're gonna do a little bit of terrain work here, and just kind of bring this hillside like in, and with like this, so we could actually kind of zone on it. Then I'm gonna come through again with the smoothing tool here, and just ever so slightly just kind of smooth some of these edges just a little bit. I still want to keep it kind of steep, just ever so slightly, just like that. All right, looking good, looking good. Where's my Japanese low density again? So I'm just gonna again just proactively zone here. Stuff like this. I think that's gonna be good for this hillside, and then we'll just plant some trees. That's gonna be like, so this is like always the fun part about live streams, is that all of the stuff that I usually do, if I do anything off camera, it's gonna be like detailing, right? I'll go through and I'll kind of like, you know, place down some trees, place down some you know, services and pathways, and just put on some music, because that kind of stuff is just like time consuming and like not really that fun to watch unless y'all, you know, think differently. Let me know. If you want to see me just plant a bunch of trees on a live stream, then I will. But I think it's tedious and it's time consuming, but it makes such a difference. Let me tell you, it really does. So it's worth it. It's always worth it. But yeah, so let's keep on keeping on here. We got grain farming. Yeah, I kind of want to put like a farm down somewhere where that's actually functional. That's what I was gonna do, like all the way over here, was actually make some functional farms. So for now, I think we're just gonna table the farming for now, and just kind of focus on actual industry and getting some more, you know, population growth in here. Let's do something like that, and now we'll kind of zone this out. I'm not gonna make this a super crazy industrial area, just because there's going to be a lot of people here that are going to live right next to it, and the pollution is going this way. So this is one that in the future we're probably going to move, but this one we are not going to move. This one is going to stay and grow, and we're going to make this into a cool little port area, I think. Actually, you know what? Should I do that now? Should I make a little port? I could do that. Yeah, you know what? Let me do some terrain work here and see kind of like where we're at. That's like doable. That's kind of high, but I think it's all right. I think it's okay. You know what? Now we're gonna go like that. Actually, one more. There we go. That's a nice height. I don't like my my ports to be like, you know, super elevated. I think it looks really bad and just unrealistic. So let's make a port, or a fake port, I guess, because we're in vanilla and I don't feel like messing with key walls right now. I know there's like tricks to get them just right, but believe me, I just don't have the patience for that. Like, I'd rather just kind of leave it, or just plop down a surface, honestly, and just kind of call it a day. Like put down the concrete surface kind of on the edge, rather than trying to mess with the terrain. Because it's funny, like even you watch people that are like, here, you know, here's how you make a key wall in vanilla by messing with, you know, the terrain, and they still struggle. Like they still struggle with it, and they'll be like, oh, this is, oops, like I didn't do it right. And it's just like, you know, for me, like it just seems really frustrating, and the effect that I want, I could still get just by even just like doing this. Like, you know, it's kind of like fine, you know. I mean, let me know if you disagree, but if you struggle with like, or if you're very adamant about, you know, getting your key walls like right. I mean, just without, if I'm not trying to use mods, you zoom out and you're like, oh, that's an artificial, you know, port area. Like that's an artificial landmass, right? So like, I'm cool with it. A lot of people are not, but I am, so it's fine. Anyway, off my soapbox now. Let me actually build this out here. So we're gonna do something like. See, the problem though is like I'm trying to figure out how to get like a straight line. Off. There we go. This is what I need to do right here. Just something like this. No, I don't want to do that. We'll make that come down at an angle. It'll just be better. This. Yes, there we go. Perfect. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And then in terms of this road, we'll have this come down here. Do something like that. And of course it breaks my zoning for some reason. As always. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. And then for this part, you know, I'm just gonna drag this down. But then this is gonna be the end. It's gonna be a very, very small port. This is a small city. I don't want to go overboard on this. I'd rather, you know, keep the industrial area kind of to a minimum. And if I need to, I'll move some of this around, but I don't think this is going to be our main this is not going to be our main city. Our main city is probably going to be I don't know yet. I don't know where I want the main city to be. It's going to be on the water for sure, but it might be over here. No, will it be over here? It might be over here. This might be our port right here. Like this whole area here, this might be our big port area. So I don't know. We're gonna see. We're gonna see what happens as we progress through this series. But yeah, I don't know. So anyway, oh, look at our low density demand is back. How excellent. How fantastic. Okay, cool. So we could actually do some work with this now. So let's... I don't want to put any homes here. That would be terrible. I know. But what I can put there is maybe like some farms. Perhaps. Put some homes here, though. Yeah. That's what we're going to do. So we'll do low density. Medium density. And low density. Perfect. Okay. So now, pop back over here. Zone out some low density again. And again, my demand wants to go away whenever I start zoning it. Typical. Typical. But it's alright. Manage. I like that. I like zoning up on the hillside, but you know, you don't want to encroach too much. So. Alright, let's do some of this here. Let's do some more industry. I don't know, should I make another connection right here? I think I should. Industry's good, you know. Have a couple connections. I get a lot of truck traffic. Busy. Do something like this. There we go. Perfect. So now let's finish out this little, it's going to be a little port area here. Also, welcome to the stream. Just tuning in for the first time. Thank you for joining us on this beautiful Wednesday evening. I say beautiful, although it is very cold in Chicago, where I'm currently located. We got a little bit of a taste of spring, and then it got really cold again. So, gotta love it. Typical Chicago weather. Always super unpredictable and goofy. But I love it here. What can I say? Yeah, so if you caught the most recent episode of my non-live stream series, like my actual series, I basically, like, I accidentally almost flooded my city by doing something like this, because I made like a port area, or like, you know, what was going to be kind of the big downtown area, and I just didn't even think about like the water displacement, and it just, like, I started the game, I let it run, and then I looked back, and like everything was just getting destroyed. I was like, oh my gosh, what have I done? It was awful. It was awful. So I had to start over. But yeah, don't be like me. Don't do that. Don't flood your city. Make sure that you pay attention to where you're actually putting your water and stuff like that. So, and where you're moving your land, because that is very important. All right, so it looks like we kind of exhausted our industry domain for now. And all right, yeah. So there goes our fire truck responding to, I think it's first fire. Good thing we built that fire station. That's one thing that I don't want to mess with. Oh man, power again. Okay. All right. It is almost time to build another wind turbine, I would say. We have 2, or we could actually just upgrade them. Now that we could do that. Yeah, I think we might be able to just do that and get away with it. But yeah, budget is not great, but it's not terrible. We're working on it, guys. We're working on it. Okay. Oh yeah, but since this is industry, we're going to do some commercial along like this part of the road here. I think I may do some more, like, I've done a parking lot or 2 as well. Yeah, like I said, we'll do a little park here, I think. What else? What else? So I did want to zone some. I mean, yeah, this hill here is really kind of killing us, though. That's the problem. I don't really know what to put the zone. I can't really zone much there. You know what I mean? We're just gonna have to keep going with like this area here. But people don't want to live by this industry, especially like when it's blowing that way. So probably not a great spot. But again, this is gonna be super temporary. We're gonna deal with that later. So I think now let's yeah, do I dare actually start expanding over this way? I think we do. And again, this isn't gonna be like the biggest city I've ever built. It might be dense. It might be, because I mean, like, let's just take 1 second and just kind of zoom out of this map. I mean, all that we really have, I mean, I guess, like, nope, there's a big hill. There's a lot of countryside, but there's not a lot of like very dense spots to build like a massive metropolis. Although, what is this? Ooh, this could be where a big city is. I think this is a great capital city, or this here too. Yeah, wow, look at that rail connection and everything. Wow, I haven't explored the map much. It shows. Yeah, so I think my mind has changed. We're gonna put our big city either here or here. So maybe in the future we could look at like buying, you know, like some of these tiles and kind of building that infrastructure out, right? That's way down the line. So we have our starting tile over here. Yeah, this is just gonna be like a very, very medium-sized city. We're not gonna do anything crazy with this, right? So, yeah, and then again, like I said, in terms of trees and everything, I'm just gonna do all that like off camera, because I don't really want to sit here and plant trees on a live stream for like an hour. that sounds horrible for both all parties involved. But yeah, just, you know, bear with me, and we'll get some stuff built. So, all right. So I think I'm gonna kind of space out my connections here a little bit more, and just kind of let this road do its thing, and we'll just kind of zone up here, you know. And yeah, I will admit that the terrain in this map is fun to work with. It is fun to kind of like work around these steeper hillsides and stuff like that. And you know, I don't want to go up too much, but just a little bit. You know, I don't work with hills a lot in some of my other builds, so it's kind of fun to do this, especially in Percussiona. It's like in Grand Keys and Percussiona, that map is really weirdly designed to where it doesn't have like, it's like flatland and then like mountain. It doesn't have like a lot of terrain differences, which I didn't really. The reason that I'm on that map is because it was kind of like the first City Skylines map that actually came to exist. If I had to do it over, I probably wouldn't. I don't know if I would have built on that map. No, looking at some of the other ones that have come out since then, they're just better. However, that map is Volcoria in that series. Oh god. And Volcoria is a cool map. It looked really nice because it had like a lot of trees. It looked very lush, and I still like it. But I think you know, they actually released the creator released an updated version of Volcoria, and it looks really good. It's like, it looks more real in terms of the like the actual like terrain differences. It's not just so like, you know, flatland mountain. So I'd like to maybe do something on that in the future. I think would look really good for a city. So yeah, we'll connect that up to the industry there. Do a little bit more industry, like about down here. Yeah, so a good spot for some. Put some there. Commercial demand is back. Cool. Let's do that. I like commercial. We need some. There we go. Something like that. And then for medium density housing, people want more housing just generally, which is good. There's more houses. We got oh, the deficit is so small. It is so small. We're getting so close. Oh, but we don't have police yet. Oh my goodness. What are we going to do? Probably 73%. Oh my goodness. Guys. What are we doing? Oh my gosh, our city is running amok with criminals. How dare we just completely not pay attention to this? Oh, that's embarrassing. I'm so sorry. All right, let's do Japanese police station. Maybe? Yeah, sure. Yeah, look at this. Look at just a red on the map. Oh my goodness, this is so bad. This is so bad. I'm so sorry. How terrible are we? We're such a bad mayor. I think I'm gonna put it, since this is kind of looking to be like somewhat of a city center. I think I might put it like over here. And this is the thing. I just like don't know, like, before I place that down, I just like don't know kind of how to come out of this, right? Because like we're gonna have to bring a road like all the way around or through this mountain or something that's gonna be super whack, and I don't think it's gonna work. So I might just do something like kind of I'm gonna end the city here. I think I'm gonna like do some medium density, do a little waterfront development, and then we'll do some like farming over here, maybe in this part, like, and then some low density residential, and kind of just call it for this area. Yeah, here we'll do maybe another little bout of industry. I think it makes sense to kind of turn this whole like waterfront to a nice industrial complex because of the proximity of the like where the wind is blowing. But yeah, other than that, I mean, I don't know. I think that's gonna be kind of it. So yeah. All right, back to police station. Oh my, what do we do? You'll put it here. Topography lines. I can't fit it there. Let's do something like kind of like this spot for it. I don't like to put my police stations on main roads because they generate a lot of traffic. But let's, similar to the fire station, let's level this out a little bit. And I know it seems like I'm just kind of maybe throwing things down and developing the city a little bit quickly, but this usually isn't how I do things, but I am kind of trying to develop it quickly because I feel like a lot of Japanese cities that I look at look like they were developed quickly. They look like, you know, there wasn't, I guess, as much thought put into some of the placement of, you know, certain buildings and things. It's like they're kind of responding to demand rather than actually thinking cohesively about like planning, which, you know, makes sense. I just want to fit this in just right so we're not kind of like destroying too much. Oh, Grand Village. Nice. Espresso on the go. Definitely not a Japanese looking building. All right. Yeah, this is going to be getting a lot of action right now, so I'm actually not going to reduce the budget for the police. 29,000. Okay, we can come back for this, guys. We can come back from this. Oh, we got offices now, too. And low rent. Oh, my. Great, great, great. Okay. Well, let's do some more low-density housing here. Stuff like this. Liking that. What police cars do we got? Yeah, the European ones look way better than the North American ones would have in this build. I'll be honest. So, all right, so yeah, so we'll leave this for now. Again, I'm probably going to detail all this up like off camera. Today we're just kind of focusing on some expansion and actually just you know, get the city to like function. This I might make, you know, I'm gonna make this into like a little. Oh no, maybe right here. Maybe right here will do like a little park area or something. That might be kind of cool. We don't have a lot of those in this build yet, so I think it would make sense to do something like that. All right, let's see what else. Yeah, so these guys are working in full force right now. We're gonna expand out the median here to get rid of the street parking. Electricity again. Last available budget push there. Then we gotta start upgrading, which is fine. 53 grand, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Yeah, so this is kind of the thing, is like we gotta keep an eye on our trash. Because we don't want, we just want to keep an eye on the processing speed. Otherwise, we're going to lose efficiency on all of our buildings, and it's going to be really bad for us. So, speaking of buildings, let's keep going here with this. We have 2.3% unemployment, so we can definitely afford to like spam some residential right now. And I kind of think that we should do that. I think that we should try to zone out as much of this area as possible. And I think I might do something like, let's see, let's look at topography here. Yeah, so if we do something like, let's level this out. We'll level this out. And we're gonna make this into a nice little we'll do like, we'll probably do some cool like waterfront properties here. Yeah, I think we'll do something like, I don't know, maybe, I don't know. Should I do like another kind of little fake land port type thing here? What do you think? I might do that. Something like this, that'll be perfect. And actually, that's gonna be, that's fine, I guess. That's all right. Oh, shoot. Didn't mean to do that. I wish there was like an undo button on some of this terrain stuff. Oh my gosh. Oh no. I have done it. I've done it now. Properly messed that up. All right, let's do that. We're gonna do like something like this. We're gonna make this like a little, a cool little. I'll keep that hill there, like that. And then maybe like once we buy this tile, you know, we're gonna have this kind of wrap around here, make like a cool little harbor here. You know, people can kind of like if they have some boats, something like that, and dock their boats in there. So yeah, I like it. I like it. All right. Actually, I don't like that at all. Let's square this off for now. Yeah, and the same with this. We'll kind of have this as just like a nice little, keep that hill there if I can. I'll just kind of mess with that just a little bit to kind of round out that corner. That looks a little better. I like that. I like that a lot better. Okay, good. Let's do this here. So I don't want to have this like road kind of split off once we get like over here. So let's do something. This city, I'm tempted. I'm almost tempted to make part of it kind of like a grid. Like for example, if I take like a road, go like this. Like this could be a grid down here, right? And then something like this. Yeah, see, this is the problem. I really gotta make sure that I'm doing this right. I want to make sure that this grid is like really solid. Do like something like that if we can. It's like a goofy intersection, but let's just see for now. Actually, you know what? I'm just gonna fix the connecting road. How about that? Build smarter, not harder, guys. Come on. All right. Let's see. Let's do something like this. Oh, nope. Something like that. That's better. That's looking better. There we go. Cool. Yeah, we'll do something like this for now. And I'm even tempted, like, in the future to make this like a little, like some one-way roads. Actually, you know what? Oh, I have an idea. Nah, yeah, you know what? Could we? Do I dare? No, not here. Not here. Just ever slow, like just the smallest kind of like little square about here. We could do like a cool little city center. Maybe we could do like a little plaza right here. Then have some medium density, some, you know, higher density builds right here. Yeah, that'll be really cool. Do that. And I think like here we'll do a little bit bigger grids. Have some proper dense developments going on. Okay, I'm not gonna cut through there. And then, oh, power again. Okay, time to upgrade. Time to upgrade. Let's see, solar panels, transfer system, battery extension. Did that help at all? Hopefully. Oh, there we go. Yeah, that definitely helped. All right, we'll do it for this one too. Man, our deficit keeps growing. But that's okay. We're going to make it up. We're going to make up for it, guys. I promise. All right. So let's... Now that we've done that, we could stray away from the grid a little bit more. Yeah, something like that. Looking decent for what we're going for here. And yeah, I'm just kind of I'm gonna bring this like around. Actually, we're gonna go like around this little hillside here. Just this whole thing. I might have like little homes and things kind of all up along this ridge. Then we'll kind of bring it back down. Bring it down like here. Connect up to this road here. Nice. Yeah, and then like for all this, we're just gonna do some wacky stuff in the theme of this whole build. Yeah, just excuse me while I build these super crazy road layouts here. This is fun. This is fun. This is different. No, I don't like that. That's a little too different. It is fun to build stuff like this though sometimes. You know, when you're so like concerned about your grid sizes and just everything like that, it's kind of fun to just throw down some roads and make your city a bit chaotic. And it works sometimes, especially when you're building Japanese-inspired city. When you look at Google Earth, like some of this stuff, it really does look like this. It is super different than what I'm used to, and I am all about it. I think it's really cool. Except for this one, that is annoying me so much. It should work. Why are you not being a grid right now? Don't understand. There we go. Well, that's close enough. All right. Anyway, I'll take it. I guess. Oh my goodness. Okay. So now that we've got that, I just kind of want to zone this out, and you know what? We're gonna do one more. We're gonna do one more thing. We're gonna kind of build out this spot here. So let's do like that. Then we'll connect this up like right here. Perfect. Yes. And then this will go down here and around. How about we do like this connection? And maybe this here could be like some kind of pedestrian connection. Yeah, so that's kind of a cool little city center, if I say so myself. I think this is gonna look nice, especially with this little plaza. So I think I just kind of want to span some zones, and we're not gonna detail anything up. Let's just get some zones down, and then we might call it a day after that. I think that this would be a good spot to kind of leave the episode leave the city for the time being. We'll do some. Like I said, I'd really like to do some detailing off camera, especially for like all of this. You know, this needs trees. Just needs trees. It would look so much better. Once we have trees all around this whole area. So, I really need it. and also just really want to connect like this to here so badly, but all in due time, I guess. And I really wish I could put some more houses. You know what? What, there? Might. Let me just see. If I can. It didn't really make a difference there, did it? But if I do this, now we're talking. Yeah, like, I don't know. I might go through and kind of do some things like this where I, mess with the zones a little bit to try to get some different things working. Especially like when you have like zones like this that are just tanking my ability to, yeah, like that. Like, look, now we can actually put a building there, which totally makes like tons of sense, right? That's just such a big wasted space. And like just one more, like right here. Like, look at all these empty zones that we just can't do anything with. But it's, well, even if I just did that, I mean, not that path is important and goes anywhere. I can do something like this. But if I went like that, well, I guess it's still, we're still running into the same issue. But that's fine, as long like I can get another building there, and I like that. I think that makes a lot of sense. So yeah, that's kind of cool. Just going back through and kind of checking some of these areas where we can fit some more little buildings in, if the space allows. I'm happy with that. School's looking good. Oh, we have parks now. Let me add a playground. I know it's going to cost us money, but let me add a playground. Just a little one. And then you know what? I am tempted to add some parking here, because this is like, even though it's going to cost us money. You know what? No money yet. No money. We need to get people moving in because our unemployment rate is 2.6%, and we need tax income bad. So let's do some zoning. I think this will be the last point where a zone on the hillside. We'll let this kind of like just stay as is. Zoning there. Pop all this down. Go. This little area, we can just do something like that. Good, looking good so far. I'm liking it. In terms of what to put on the main road, tempted to put some medium density, but we'll see. I know that I want to put some down here though. This is going to be at least medium density. If not, we'll do might even do some high density in the future, I think. We'll autosave there, perfect. Yeah, and then we'll do some, just for now, because people really seem to want medium density, we're going to do some more. And I could put a couple of low rent units down here as well, which I think would make sense in this area. But for now, I'm not going to do that. But like, maybe a couple down here when we're trying to increase the density, especially once we get some higher density buildings in here, which I think I might use like a lot of the Chinese high density for this. I think that might look good. I mean, or like some of the North American ones might be fine too, but we'll see. Yeah, so it's just like stuff like this that's kind of annoying. These open grass spaces. I want to go through and add some surfaces here and stuff like that. And actually, speaking of this, I'm gonna add some more commercial zones here. Get this whole area kind of built out. And since we don't have a super high commercial demand, I'm tempted to add like some more houses along this road to get this area kind of filled out. Yeah, let's just keep zoning here. I'm not going to zone on that hillside right now. Something like that instead. yeah. Looking decent, if I say so myself. As decent as it can be. I know that this is not my best work. I understand. But again, the purpose of this is to just kind of make a functional city that somewhat resembles a Japanese city, right? And you know, overall, like I think it's kind of coming along. We'll get there. We'll get there, you know, slowly but surely. In all honesty, I mean, this is really only what, like 3.5 hours or 4 hours of 4.5. No, 3.5. Yeah, about 3.5 hours of build time. Can't really complain too much. I've done worse with more. So, yeah, I'm overall like kind of happy with it. But yeah, I think we do need a little bit of office. So actually, let's put some office like by this industry. I'm just gonna use the regular vanilla office buildings here. And that'll kind of be a nice buffer for us here. A couple of office zones by the industrial park. That always makes sense. It just always makes sense to do office by the industry. We'll add in, throw another commercial zone here. Yeah, I'm really liking the way that that's looking. And then yeah, for this part of the area, I think we could do with maybe making this into an industrial park. Yeah, this land difference is not massive. So I say we might just flatten this out and just make this into kind of part of the industrial park as well. Just taking a quick look at the budget here. I think now that our police has been kind of in action for a little bit. Yeah, so our crime's now down to 43%, which we're really going to get. I think we're probably going to get that down a little bit more soon, but I might bring down the budget for that a little bit too. Yeah, we just need more people, man. We just need more people. Or businesses, I guess. The industry really makes your money. Like, let me tell you, it really makes a difference. I don't know why I am struggling a little bit in this city more than usual with the budget. Maybe because I'm just not thinking about development as much in this build. But typically, I'm pretty good with managing my budgets for cities, actually. I will say, and I think we're still, the fact that I've, you know, just kind of started this, I think this is definitely something that we're gonna, you know, come back from, like our budget issues that we're having right now. It's nothing crazy. I think a lot of it too has to do with like the fact that I actually built power up front. Sometimes I don't always decide to do that anymore because of like things like this, right? Just, you know, takes a lot out of your city early on to build power infrastructure. So we'll see. But yeah, for this, I'm not going to get rid of this hill. I'm just kind of flattening out some of this, and we're going to put some industry here. You know what I think I'm going to do? I will come around like this, though. Do something like this. I know some of you guys are probably like, what are you doing? That's what happens. This is what happens. So, this is what it is. Yeah, let's bring out some of this industry here. Let's do something. We can do better than this. Oh, there we go. This is what I'm talking about here. Oh, come on. So close. So close. yeah, we'll bring the land back, you know, as we build. No big deal. All right, let's do something like this. Connect back up. Then I do want to have one more connection that comes down from this spot here. There we go. That'll work. That'll work. So you can see we have quite a significant demand for jobs, which is good. You know, always good to have that. And yeah, I think I might cut this into. There we go. Much better. Oh, come on. I need like, yes, just like that. Excellent. Cool. Yeah, let's bring. See if I can. Oh man, this is gonna fuck me. Ah, whatever. We'll fix it later. We will fix it later. Or maybe not. Maybe we won't. Maybe we'll just do something kind of like. Whatever. It'll be weird for now. It'll be weird. I'm not gonna look at that too much anyway. And if I'm not looking at it, then neither are you. Oh yeah, it's kind of underwater. That's fine. That's fine. Let's own some more industry. Why not? Oh, you know what? Delete. Let's. Yeah. Bye. See ya. I'm gonna add in a little bit of parking and things, maybe. Some of these spots here. So. But yeah, I like making these little like port areas like this. I think it's you know, super realistic and important to have industry on the water. It just looks good. Like, look at from the view. You know, you see like this is gonna be a bigger city. Some industry going on. I like that. Yeah, the lack of trees. I mean, really, I said this in the last live stream. I was like, trees are so important, and it just, even just like looking at like this little spot here, kind of from a distance, it just looks so much more lively than like that. I mean, what is that? You know, that it looks terrible. So I'm definitely gonna go back and add some trees throughout the throughout this new area that we've built. I'm just not gonna do it right now because, like I said, it's just gonna take too long, and I don't want to. I feel like it's kind of boring, but it really, really makes a difference. I always believe that. I always believe that trees just honestly like make or break your build. And so if you are wondering why your build is looking really crappy, it's probably because you don't have trees in it. Yeah. So I will stand. That is a hill I will die on. That trees are so important for your build. But that is, you know, again, for another time. We're just gonna roll with it for now. Just doing a little bit of doing a little cinematic tour here, kind of what we've been been working on here, and I am really liking this. I'm really liking this build. Again, not my best work in terms of like, you know, taking my time and detailing, you know, doing minimal. I guess I wouldn't call myself a detailer, but I do take some time, you know, in my builds to do a little bit of detailing and just kind of make the areas kind of come to life a little bit, but nothing overboard. But at the very least, yeah, I know this is not the final product. Obviously, this is just, you know, a lot of a lot of it is kind of getting down some buildings, getting down some roads, and just really making things function, right? The name of the game today was functionality, and look at that. We're so close. We're so close as it just drops again. But we really are doing quite well in terms of, you know, we're not making money, but at the same time, we're not hemorrhaging money either, which like in these early stages, it's really easy to just throw, you know, tons and tons of money at your city and just, you know, people get surprised like, oh, like, you know, why can't I make any money and stuff? And it's like, you really have to grow slowly. I mean, look at like the first live stream, we built this, and then today we built this. And does it look great? No, it doesn't look great. But off camera, I'm gonna add some trees. I'm gonna add some little details and things to really make this look a little bit better. But at the end of the day, like, you know, we doubled the size of the city, and I'm happy with that. I mean, population wise, we have 3 times the population now because we had, you know, we added some medium density zones and stuff. Look at, there's still room. Like, there's still room to add. You just kind of gotta like work with the demand. And look at that, we're turning a measly profit of $400, but a profit is a profit nonetheless, right? So this will grow. And one thing, like I said, we do need to be conscious of. We do need to be conscious of our garbage. So yeah, that's looking not good. I want to get, one of my priorities, like that I always try to get my cities pretty early, is like some kind of recycling center, because that's really going to make a difference in like your you kind of have to, once you put one down, you don't really have to worry about your garbage for like a long time. So I'm always a fan of that. Yeah, I mean, look at healthcare is fine capacity wise, efficiency wise, and not so fine. But we'll get there again too. We just gotta, there's a learning curve and a pain. I guess I shouldn't call it a learning curve, but there's a time when you are working it, when you're first building in your city, and you just have to deal with crappy builds and focusing on the budget and like all that good stuff, right? And then after a little while, those concerns kind of go away, and you could really start investing and, you know, making things like really nice. But right now, that is just not the time. And I'm actually one of my planned videos in the very near future, I want to actually try to help some people out, and or I don't know if it'll be helpful at all, but I want to put out a video about how to just start your city and just like really be conscious of your budget, because I've been, you know, I'm involved in a few City Skylines discords, and I always see people asking questions about like, oh, like, you know, how do you, like, what do you guys do when you start a city? Because my city like fails all the time. I just end up spending too much money, and I don't know like how to get it off its feet. And I kind of feel like I'm at a point where I've sort of cracked the game, like cracked the code on the game on how to manage your budget pretty effectively. Yeah, that's one thing that I'm always kind of, it's not really a nuisance anymore to me. It's not really I don't want to say it's not a challenge, because it definitely is a challenge. Every city that I build is a challenge to kind of manage the budget. That is one aspect of this game that I will say is the budget and the whole economy is way different than like it was when City Skylines first came out, and it's way different than like City Skylines 1. Like City Skylines 1 and early City Skylines 2, like would dare say that it was easy. It was easy to manage the budget in those games. You can pretty much do anything, and it wouldn't really matter. But now, like your early decisions actually really matter. Like if you don't get good garbage infrastructure, you don't, you know, if you spend too much on power and stuff like that, like it will mess you up pretty bad. So just things to consider. But yeah, you know, I mean, right now, like we're making money. It's not a lot, but we're making it. I'm kind of just, I don't know. We have unoccupied buildings. Oh, we don't have unoccupied buildings. Well, I don't know. I mean, I do want to put down, like, I got some residential zoned. Nobody's moving in yet, but I got it zoned. One thing that I will do though is I will eliminate some of this street parking because we don't want it. We just don't want it. Doesn't look very Japanese, I'm sorry. All of the Google Earth images that I find, even when I jump into Street View, like there is like no street parking on any of the roads, which I think is really interesting. So I'm just gonna get rid of it. Got one there. And yeah, I don't know where people are gonna put their cars, but like I'm gonna build some parking eventually once we get more money. Yeah, because this kind of parking is it's expensive to maintain in this game, I'll be honest. But yeah, I don't know. I sort of like how the city just ends. You know, you gotta know when to end your cities, and this is where I'm gonna end mine. And yeah, even like here, like this is spots where, you know, I can pay attention to some trees more and kind of flush out some of the landscaping here, you know, like in these little valleys and things, and just make it look a little bit better. Yeah, it's crazy how much trees make a difference. And I'm sorry I keep talking about it, but it, like, this looks so dead without them, and it's making me sad, but it's fine. So yeah, what else guys, what else do we need to build here? It's getting kind of late, and I'm tempted to almost put an end to this episode. I feel like we need more industry, but I kind of don't really have a good place to put it until I buy another tile. I think that tile is going to be, well, even that, yeah, it's going to go straight through here. I don't really want to build I was going to build an industrial park here. Now I don't think that I should. I don't know. Let me know if you guys have any thoughts, but I just don't think that's a good idea. We're going to pollute everything. I mean, yeah, that's just not smart. I think what, you know, I know I said I wasn't going to do this, but I think I might do this. I think I'm going to have to bring this industrial area out into the water right here. And honestly, the more that I think about it, this entire like space here could be a good spot to do some urbanization, I guess, and, you know, have like a nice little downtown here. And I know I just like built this out real quickly, but I think this would be a great spot to throw in some medium density zones, bring the city out to the water line or to the coastline, and just kind of have like a bigger development here, kind of like we're doing right here, right? Like this is going to be a more dense development, and I think it just makes sense to do that. Space is limited, and I know we're going to start expanding pretty soon and getting some additional tiles, but even so, right? Like it's going to be a little bit tough. And yeah, I think off camera too, I might download a mod like Anarchy and just delete these services, because this is just killing me. The fact that I can't build here right now because we have this surface, and it's just gonna, you know, collide with everything. Wait, what? Oh, well, I guess I can build on it. I just wanted to delete it, but I guess I can build on it. I thought I couldn't build on this. What the heck? Oh, that's whack. Oh, I remember what it was. I couldn't put down like I couldn't oh, well, actually, you know what? Hold on a second, guys. Hold on a second. I think I'm having a revelation here. Oh, see, yeah, I can't adjust it. That was my problem, because I wanted to put like kind of how I was doing over here, where I was putting down like these like farmland surfaces. I wanted to do that here, but I can't. So I think what I might do instead is, like I said, I wanted to make this one of these areas like real farm, like a real farmland. I feel like I wouldn't be able to do it though, because I have a feeling that if I try to put down a farm zone here, it's gonna yell at me and tell me that I have overlapping items. See, yeah, it's that surface. You can tell the little red lines. So yeah, I can't do that there. I'm definitely gonna have to delete this, and I think I might download like Anarchy, jump in here, delete this, and then delete Anarchy, so that we can actually come back in the next episode and build on this, because I want to build on this. I think this is a prime real estate for some farmland and stuff. So I would love that. But yeah, more medium density. Kind of wrap things up here. I think so. I'm gonna do it. Oh no, that's my plaza. Sorry, can't build that there. Don't want to build that there. I will do some. You know what? Do something like this. We'll do some medium density, and we'll do a little parking lot here too, because I really think that we need some. Let's see. What could we do? What could we do? No, it's too big. I'm trying to like make use of this like little random, you know, spot that we can't zone in. Maybe something like that. There we go. Yeah, and you know, this we'll turn this into like a cool little nice little park area and everything. You know, over time, like this whole area is gonna get again a little bit more detailed and stuff. But for now, you know, we're just kind of working with what we got. Ooh. Still daytime. Go a dare. I should have just built another one. We're making some money. You know what? Sick of this. I am sick of just managing my power all day. This is all I've been doing. This is all I've been doing, is coming back and forth and managing my wind turbines here. So forget it. Time. Electricity is not an issue anymore. And our budget it's gonna drop, but it's okay. So yeah, so we have a massive traffic jam of all the people moving into the city, which terrible, because we only have one way into the city. Is there a stoplight here? That's kind of whack. I guess it's fine, whatever. Yeah, look, oh my god, oh my goodness. I just want to do this just to make another connection. Start getting like very like off topic here. Exceed city limits. What are you talking about? How? How? I don't understand. What? That makes no sense to me. That makes zero sense. I'm so confused. Do you guys know? Do you guys have any idea what's going on? Oh my goodness! Why can't I build this? What? I can build here apparently. There. I don't know. I'm at a loss for words, man. I'm at a loss for words there. That is incredibly goofy. See if people are gonna turn off of the highway, which they probably won't. Now I'm just losing my mind. What was the fall? Very pretty. But all right, I think that's kind of enough building for now. As always, I'm gonna just check my unemployment rate. 5.8, not bad. All right, so I think what we're gonna do in the next episode, probably gonna call it here for today. I think in the next one, we do need to just keep expanding. I usually don't like to start really investing in parks and stuff until I get to about 100K surplus, which I know seems like really, really stupid and far-fetched, but I promise you it's not. We're really not that far off from it. I mean, if I just do like a little bit more of you know, some zoning and stuff, like I honestly think we can get there pretty quick. So I'm not worried about it. And yeah, this is gonna be fun. This is gonna come along. This is gonna turn out nice, I think. And yeah, look at all the people moving in. This is insane. Oh my goodness. It's good. It's good though. But this poor ambulance. Oh no. Not great. But yeah, so I think what we'll do in the next one is focus on just urbanizing this waterfront, because I don't want to start buying tiles yet. I want to wait as much as I can. We're getting so close. We're getting so close to having to buy one. And I think I'm going to buy like probably this one here, maybe. And yeah, so we're gonna urbanize this waterfront, bring out this industry here, bring out we'll develop this area, I think. And then I'm gonna jump in, I'm gonna do some detailing off camera. I'm gonna put down some trees, put down some, you know, services and things, and really just like make these areas like this, for example. Like this whole spot just looks very bad and unfinished. And even just adding some trees in and things and some little parking lots and stuff is gonna make it look a lot better. Even if it is still a bit unfinished, but it's okay. It's all right. We're gonna roll with it, and we'll get there eventually. You know, it takes time for things to develop, especially when you're kind of, you know, conscious of your budget. You just gotta build very slowly, but it pays off. So yeah, so we're gonna do that, and then yeah, and then I'll remove these surfaces. I'll jump in and you know, install Anarchy and get rid of these, and then come back and we'll be in vanilla again. I'm gonna get rid of these all across the map because they're not going to do anything for us. I'm probably going to remove them anyway and replace them with something different, and they're just causing some weird issues, and I want to be able to build this. And so like the main reason that I want to be able to build over here is because there's a train track here, and I want to put a train station here, and I think this would be a really cool spot for a somewhat medium density town center. And then we'll have a very like a town center here. You know, we'll have this main road here, we'll have this highway here of a town center. Then we'll have a very, very small town center nonetheless. But then we'll have like, you know, we can have an industrial park over here. We can expand this across the highway, have an industrial park over here. Some much needed space that we're gonna need to build in. And we can't, I'm cool with building here. I just don't want to build here because we have the wind turbines here. And I don't want to, you know, encroach on this area, and I actually want to save this for if in case we need some more in the future. We actually have like this whole spot has good production, so I want to keep that going as best we can. And it looks like you know, here we have very low, but here is all 5, all of it. So I want to use this to our advantage as best we can. So we're gonna do that, and then expand our industrial park over here. Expand this whole area over here. We'll increase the density in this area. Then we'll hopefully be able to build, you know, like a train station here and have a little town center. And then we'll do some suburbs and just some very, very rural areas up here. I want stuff like this. I liked making this in the last live stream. It was so much fun to build like these little farms and everything like that. They were so cool. And they're very, like, when you look at any Japanese town or city on Google Earth, you see a lot of this kind of very, very close to the city, wherever it may be, right? And I kind of wanted to do some of this here, but I just don't really think that I have the space. This is going to be a little bit of an oddity. It's not in every town and every city, but some of them it is, especially when there's like a lot of flat land and stuff. So I'm gonna do that like over here. We'll have some farms, and I'll try to mix in some proper farms too, like some real functional industrial farms, you know what I mean? So we'll see. But yeah, and then all up here is probably just going to be like some farmland and some very, very rural small towns, like maybe like right here and stuff like that, you know what I mean? So anyway, that's way in the future. For now though, I think, yeah, it's 10 o'clock my time. I think I'm going to go ahead and call it. Yeah, there's always so much to do. My mind just kind of rambles with City Skylines too, right? Like I can sit here all day and look at the city and think about all of the stuff that I want to build. And am I ever going to build it? Like, you know, hopefully. But there's always so much to do, and sometimes you just like look around and you're overwhelmed and you don't know what to start. But you kind of got to chip away. You got to pick an area to chip away at. And so next episode, that area is going to be this area, because it's still within our starting tile. And well, so is all this, but still, this is going to be the first thing we're going to work on. I think it's going to be like all this, and then we'll do this if we have time. But at the very least, I had a great time building this today. We doubled our city. We tripled our population. Actually, no, we started with like 400 people, so we way more than tripled our we at times 9'd our population pretty much. So whatever that word is, but yeah, I can't complain about that. That's awesome. And then we are making some money. So that was the goal today, to get a budget, to to get a profit from our budget. And we have definitely achieved that. And we have no loans. We have no loans at all. Our services are doing okay, it looks like. So I'm not too concerned yet. I think we're going to need to pay attention again to garbage, really. Is going to be our big one. We need to get this processing capacity up, because otherwise it's just going to, yeah, it's just not great. So we'll see what happens, as usual. But yeah, in the meantime, thank you all very, very much for tuning in. I really appreciate you guys coming and hanging out with me on our Wednesday night live stream. Just very random. I know it wasn't a huge one, but you know what? I appreciate every one of you that comes. I think the channel is, I gotta check, but we were right at 1,399 subscribers when I started the stream, and that's awesome. Yeah, lately the channel has been growing a little bit. I've been really, really happy with that, even though my upload consistency has been very, very low. I'm sorry about that. I had a super crazy week at work 2 weeks ago. So like when I tell you I had zero free time, I work in financial consulting. So when we have these like big projects, and I also work for the courts. So when we have big projects that are due, and deadlines, you know, with the court system, I mean, sometimes like the cases that we work on, it gets very, very time consuming, like right up to the very close to the deadline day, you know what I mean? So deadline week is always very, very bad. And so I had 2 big cases due. One was due on a Thursday, and the next one was due like the following Friday. So it was just super crazy, and I haven't been able to play City Skylines, and so that's why today I had a free night. I was like, this needs to be a live stream, and I am recording some videos in the background. I just uploaded one yesterday. I have the next one in its editing stages, and then I already have kind of a roadmap for what I'm going to do in the future. So just one more thing before I go. I know I've been doing this for 2 hours and I've been rambling, and I'm sorry, but I see that some of you guys are still sticking around. So I'm going to say that I'm still going to release like some Grand Key stuff. So after this episode, I'm going to do, my plan is to do one more the next Tuesday, we'll have another episode of Grand Keys. Then we'll do one more episode of Grand Keys after that. And then I think I'm going to do a little bit, I think that'll be episode 19 for the series. So I think I'm going to take, not a break. I'm not going to take a break. I mean, when time allows, I want to record a couple of different videos for City Skylines. Like I want to do one for, I said earlier in the stream that I would consider doing a video about just how to start your city and kind of balance your budget early on, because I feel like a lot of people have been struggling with that in City Skylines too. And I think that's something that I figured out kind of how to manage well. And I mean, look at this, we're in milestone 4, and a lot of people say they fail around milestone 4, and I think we are far from failure. I think we're gonna, you know, be really, really good in the future. We just have to keep an eye on our garbage. We got to keep an eye on our power and our water, you know, just kind of some of our services. But overall, I think we're in really, really good shape. And so I would like to help people out if needed and put up a video about how to start your city. So that'll kind of be going on in the background. And then I also want to do one on how to just as another building a better city video. I've got a couple of those out, of just some little city building tips on, like, you know, how to zone better and how to what's the other one that I did, like lay out your roads, like road hierarchy. And so I want to do one on detailing in vanilla, so how to detail better. And then I want to do one eventually on how to like work with transport hierarchy, and that's going to be a little bit more down the line, because you kind of need to build like a very, you know, decently sized city to do that, and I've got a kind of a way that I want to work that in. So be patient, but all in due time in the next couple of months. I know it's crazy talking like months and not weeks or days, but you know, in reality, I can only get to like a couple of videos a week at most. And I do like to go between this and Farm Sim, and Farm Sim has been on the back burner a lot, so I'm trying to kind of get back in there as well. You know, but everything's kind of back to normal now. My schedule's back to normal. I got some more free time, so I've been working hard on getting some content recorded and edited for you guys. But yeah, that's the last thing I'll say. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. And Thanks for hanging out on a Wednesday night. I will talk to you guys all in. There probably won't be a farm sim video this Friday just because I opted to do this instead of spending time editing. So this will be the last week without a farm sim video. So I know there's been a couple of weeks lately where I've only put out a City Skylines video on Tuesday and then nothing on Friday. But after this, we will get back to, after this week, we'll get back to farm sim on Fridays, farm sim Fridays. So thank you guys again. That is finally the last thing I'll say, I promise. Hope you guys all have a great rest of your week, and I will see you in the next live stream or video. Stay tuned, and I'll talk to you guys later.